What's up? What's up? What's up? This your boy King Lock, Man, representing for the United States of America, living out here in the Dominican Republic. I am the representation of young black men that decided to get a passport because they were sick of the issues and problems going on in America. Some men are sick and tired of the way women are becoming more masculine and men are becoming more feminine, and I guess it's not a good match. Guys like myself don't have a problem with the women in America. I got a problem with the judicial system. And I got a problem with the way the courts and the governments treat black people and the way the police scare black people, and get away with it. So that was my problem. That's why I left. I don't have a problem with you ladies at all. Some men do, but we all consider, I guess, passport bros or whatever. But I do have I guess you would call a fraternity and a group of men that's positive, and we speaking highly of women and trying to sharpen each other and stay masculine. That is called the Lion's Den. Similar to the passport bros, where you have like a bunch of brothers with a passport who's traveling and sharing different stories and similar stories, except for ours isn't so much of woman bashing. Like, we're not gay, we like women. I'm not saying anybody else is gay, but I just say that we don't just bash women. If women become masculine, we become more masculine. It's just what it is. Women becoming tough because it could be the way the world is turning into us out there in the galaxy somewhere in the space realm or something with God, that women are becoming more strong and independent. That's not a problem, because strong lions in the jungle, we become more strong and more independent, because that's just what it is. We still fuck the pussy don't fuck us. But anyway, if you think about moving to the Dominican Republic, guys, for whatever reason, I think you should watch this video. Tell me what you think about it. Leave a comment in the comment column. I had a brother out the Lions Den. He hit me up. He said, "Hey, King, hey, man, tell me what's a good budget to have monthly coming in from the USA if I'm going to be living in the Dominican Republic." I said, okay, aside from your rent, aside from bills, aside from light bills, aside from rent, because I don't know what your rent going to be. I don't know what your light bill going to be. Aside from the things that keeps the roof over your head, aside from your roof, we're going to say that's automatic. That's something you should automatically know needs to be established. The roof over your head and your bills. Boom. So aside from that, I would say a good $1,000. Maybe less. And I'm going to tell you why. So let's say your first month, you moved in, okay, you're going to go grocery shopping. I would say $300 for grocery shopping. And the reason why I say that is because you want to make sure you stack your refrigerator really good. You want to stack it with the seasonings. You want to stack it with your meats. You want to stack it with your sauces. You want to stack it with all the essential things you need to save money going into the next month, and then save more money going into the month after that. You understand? So you want to make sure all of this is done well. So you want about $300. If you eat like me, you want about $300 to stack you. And you also want to shop Dominican brand stuff. You don't want to buy... That's if you're trying to save money. You're trying to splurge out and ball because you can. You lived a great life and you retired and you just want to splurge and ball. You can do that. But I'm talking to these guys that like to budget. This video is for people who like to splurge, because you know what I'm saying, and like to just do everything because they can. That's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. But this video is for guys who like to budget, men and women also that like to budget and keep things in order. All right. And do things in an orderly fashion. So you want to buy the Dominican brand. They taste the same. So you got the Cinnamon Toast Crunch, and you got the Dominican brand Cinnamon Toast Crunch. They taste identically the same. Matter of fact, the Dominican brand may be more healthier. They have less preservatives and less chemicals in their food. Like the chicken is real chicken. Like, you ever notice in America, we can eat leftovers. I always wondered why they don't eat much leftovers here. Because there aren't any chemicals in the food to where if they leave something sitting out on the counter, that shit spoiled, over with. You know what I'm saying? Throw that shit in the trash. You put something in the refrigerator overnight, 9 times out of 10, just throw it in the trash, because it's better to eat fresh here. In America, I can leave a hamburger on the counter for 2 days and put that motherfucker in the microwave and eat it, and everything good. You know what I'm saying? Everything's still in place, looking pretty. You know, but nah, you don't do that here. So you want to shop more organically here. And that way you save a lot of money going into the farmers markets, going into the Dominicans supermercados and and stuff like that, you'll save a lot of money. But after you spend $300 on your groceries the first month, going into the next month, you'll probably just be replacing what you took away. You see what I'm saying? You'll be replacing that chicken that you took away. You'll be replacing that rice. When you buy a big ass bag of rice, that rice gonna last you a few months. That big ass bag of rice at least lasts you 3 months, and it costs like maybe $3. You know what I'm saying? So you will really stock your refrigerator really good if you shop the way if you know how to shop. And if you don't know how to shop and you're thinking about if you're in Sosua, you want to go to the Paleros or the Super Pole, or you're in Puerto Plata, you want to go to La Serena, and you want to go to Jumbo, or you're in Santo Domingo, and you want to go to Bravo, you want to go to Jumbo's and all these places. I don't necessarily recommend those places, especially because of the prices being, although you still save money, but the prices being high, and they do you like Walmart. They give you enough for your price when you could just get a bulk of something by going to the market where they make it. You can go to the fish market where the river at, and by buying all your fish straight up whole, they give it to you for a low price. You know what I'm saying? So you save money. So going into the next month, you'll probably spend $150, maybe $200. And then going into the next month, you'll be spending $100, maybe $50. So you keep going down. So by the time the third or fourth month comes, you're not really spending money on groceries. You're probably just giving a girl a tip just to come cook if you don't cook yourself. All right. So transportation. Let's say it's $300 the first month. So it's transportation. I say $100 a month. You know, especially if you live in Sosua, Bate area, everything is pretty much walking distance, and then you can pretty much pay like 25 cents or maybe $1 just to go from one place to another place on the motor concho. You live in Santo Domingo, they got Uber, so Uber is very cheap. You're in Puerto Plata, it's Uber also, so Uber is very cheap. You're in Santiago, it's Uber is very cheap. All right, so yeah, I think like $100 for transportation, and I don't think you'll be going too far, because think about it. When you first move into the Dominican Republic, that first month, as you're living here, you're not thinking like a vacation. You're not thinking like you're on vacation. You're not thinking like I'm about to go party. You're not thinking like that. You got to take that vacation tourism stuff out of your mind completely. You got to think like you're grinding. You're thinking like you're in America. You know, you got to. And I'm talking to you guys that's not retired, that's still working. You may be a digital nomad. You work in some type of computer job where you can be anywhere in the world. I got a bunch of line band members, some in Brazil, some just went to Thailand, some just went to Colombia. You know, and I'm here, so we just stationed out in different places, so we all can go to different places when we need to. And these brothers are working on the computer, so we pretty much sending brothers everywhere. You know what I'm saying? They handle that business, you understand? So that way we got a fraternity of brothers, some allies in the ecology of brothers that we can always call on and turn to and go to. So right now, if I want to go to Brazil, I already got an open door, everything laid out. If I want to go here, so I got brothers that's already there, just like myself. I led by example, and now there's a bunch of proteges and a bunch of good brothers that's following and doing the same thing I've done. And that's what we do. We just get up and leave. We're not retired, like the bigger brothers in the game who I learned from was actually retired from military, was actually, retired from their jobs. They got these pensions, and those are the brothers I learned from. So now you guys are learning from me, the brothers that are not retired. That, as a matter of fact, I'm not gonna retire. Not traditionally. I gotta earn mine a certain type of way because of my background and my story. I'm already past the years of trying to work a 9 to 5 to retire, so I gotta get mine out the mud all the way. How it go. It's just my life. It's just what it is, and I appreciate it and I don't regret nothing. But you guys can learn from this, because you guys can still, at 21, 18 years old to 35, you guys can still get it out the mud, still grind, still do your thing, and still retire. You understand what I'm saying? And do your thing. You got enough years on your 401k. You got enough years on your retirement package that you can retire. That's fine. But me, I can't. It ain't going there. I gotta get mine. I gotta make retirement money and income out the mud. It just got to be coming to me. So that's what I'm doing. I'm grinding. But see, a lot of brothers are following my lead and going to different places. So let me get back to the point. Traveling should be like $100, and it should fluctuate. It should go down some from there. I don't think it ever should go up. There's no way you should be traveling unless you just when you first move here, there's nowhere you should be really traveling. You should be immediately getting to know the surrounding community. You know what I'm saying? You should be walking everywhere. You should be walking to the supermarket because you want to feel the culture. You want to feel where you at. You want to see how they embrace you. That first month, that second month, you want to get out there and be seen but not noticed. You know what I'm saying? Don't be heard, be quiet, blend in. You know, walk and sit down and eat somewhere. You know what I'm saying? Get familiar with the staff a little bit without talking. Just let them see that you're there all the time. You sit in your same seat, you eat. So they get familiar with seeing you, you know, so they say, okay, he's cool. Because at first you gotta understand it's Dominican culture, especially if you're outside the tourist area. People are gonna be kind of weary, like, you know, who is this? What's that? Why he here? Why he chose to live here? What's wrong with him? He's American. Why? Because they don't have in their minds, like, we Americans, after we get to a certain point in life, we want to move somewhere else. Because in their mind, they're thinking they want to go to America most of the time. And all the benefits is in America, so why be here? They don't understand that we've already honed those benefits. We own those benefits. We are those benefits. We are walking benefits. We go somewhere else with that benefit. They don't get it. They don't understand that. But you want to be walking and sitting and talking short distance and feeling your immediate surroundings. For the first month, you know, especially, you don't want to be going here, there, running around. You know, you want to, because your mind is not in no tourist mentality, no vacation mentality. You know, a lot of you brothers come here, you call me up, and your mind is in vacation mode. My mind is in, I live here, I'm budgeting, I'm working, I'm not finna do all this. You know what I'm saying? Hey, what's going on though? You know what I'm saying? So a lot of you guys don't understand that. When you get back home, you understand that. You know, just imagine you at home every day in the United States at your normal house in Chicago, Maryland, the 7 cities, the DMV, California, New York, Atlanta, and you got friends that's constantly coming every week, like, yo, man, let's go party, let's turn up, man, hey, this what it is. You're like, oh, I can't do that. But anyway, so your travel expenses should go down, so we're going to say that's $400. All right? Aside from that, that first couple of months, that's all you should be needing, because you're not paying for no girls, you're not paying for no sex, you're not doing none of that right now. What you're doing right now is trying to incorporate yourself into the culture. You see what I'm saying? You're trying to get into the culture. You know what I'm talking about? So that's what you're doing. So you're not really spending money on no girls, none of that right there. You're trying to figure out, and right there, that $400, that's aside from rent. That's aside from, I don't know if you rent $800, I don't know if you rent $900, I don't know if you rent $300, $200, I don't know what your rent is. Your light bill should be around $50 or less. It should never be high. It shouldn't be $50. But just in case it is, it should never be higher than $50. Your light bill, your light bill, your electricity. You understand what I'm saying? So right up in that area, as those expenses in the house go down, that's what allows you to do more things in the streets. More things, you know, like play with girls. And then, you know, you meet you a real woman around here, you know what I'm saying? When you're living here, I hope and pray, if you decided to move and live here, you're not going to be in the mango world anyway, because that's going to drain you. You're never going to advance in life, because that's going to constantly pull. Mango's going to constantly pull from you. Mango's going to chop at your door, it's going to constantly pull from you. Hopefully you have your unicorn. You got your unicorn, she's going to help bring to you. She's going to give you the places to go. Her family's going to help bring you the discounts and show you how to do things, save money. They're going to share with you, bring their food to you sometimes. And then you got you a beautiful woman there every night with you that you ain't got to worry about giving her a monthly pay. You know, I hear some of these guys talking about, you know, yeah, my old lady, she's my woman, but, you know, I give her something monthly. But, no, we put something in the pot monthly, you know what I'm saying? But, hey, man, y'all guys take it easy, man. And it's King Lockett again, man. Shout out to Pookie and Ray Passport. Pookie, man, it's King Lockett. Hey, man, make sure you like, share, and subscribe. And if you like this content, please feel free to comment. It's not a problem. Tell me what you think about it. Again, this video is in response to a good brother. Hey, Patrick, what's going on with y'all at the Lions Den? He asked me, hey, King, can you talk about this right here? We talked about it in text messages and WhatsApp. Then I said, hey, man, I might need to talk about this right here on a video. So, hey, man, you got to take it. I will be going live more. I'm going to set up a date and time to where you got notification days in advance. Cause a lot of you brothers just don't like the fact that, and I appreciate that a lot of you sisters also been getting on to me like, King, man, stop just sporadically, spontaneously, impromptuly going live. And we don't fucking know by the time you get off the live, by the time you get off the live, we just showing up. So, no problem, guys. I got you. We're gonna start doing this thing the right way. Hey man, peace, y'all. Take it easy. We're gonna be running around in the field in a minute. Right now, I am in the real man's Candyland. The real man's Candyland. Now, the DR is the man's Candyland. Sosua is the man's Candyland. But I'm in another side. I'm in the place where all the women around the country that's beautiful, drop dead gorgeous, go to become successful and become professionals. That's where I'm at. Sosua is the place where all the women around the country go that's beautiful to be mangoes, all right? So you gotta take it easy, man. I'm out. Peace.